Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooners offense is on the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading, bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake. The short hands, it's Melton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered out.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The snap sets up to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, third and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Fair catch, called for and made. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the gun, give on the inside. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
To the air, it's Arnold. Makes the grab on the left. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Sooners are flying down the field.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White.
A shot toward the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll run it from the gun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Makes the catch. It's Need. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different.
Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. 6th play of the drive coming up. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? You're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback on the keeper. Keeps the legs moving. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Sooners heading quickly to the line. Off play action. With the catch, it's Barnes. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Catch in the middle, it's Burks. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Sooners are on the move. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Now the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. That's reeled in, it's Barnes. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Getting some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Get it out on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down to the 48. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Smith wants to throw. They're working that left side. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Facing a 3rd down, he's short from the 26. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Smith dropping to pass. He looks that one in nicely.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Need. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Wiggles free. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for room. It's Barnes. Hard running there. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the missed connection on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Burks. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this,
just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6.
a big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Getting set.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options, is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Houston will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just need. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. It's the Houston offense once again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up.
And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Sooners want to move quickly. Pulls and fires complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got it! They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Into the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Complete to the left. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Snagged in the middle. It's Melton. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Sooners in the hurry up. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. Gets it out fast. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They're going to throw it again. Working that left side now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll throw it on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab on the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Houston. They move on top here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Going up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back, everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
And the Sooners will hustle to the line. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Running back searching for a hole. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. I mean, you better bring your big boy pads if you're going to play in this one.
Big boy pads, big boy helmet, big boy underwear. You better bring it all with you because these are two great teams. We talked about it all week. Mirror images going at it. Who's going to make the plays late to take us over the top?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team.
Smith wants to throw.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Sanford. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters, every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback, dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting the first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock.
Now, Houston.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Going with the ground game left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. It's good. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick, and he has to be clutch in a hostile hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.